Oliver Pichon Luthier here, and welcome to my shop. And today we're going to be talking about laying out the pieces for a new tenor. And here I have my plans for the mezzo-tenor, which I designed myself. And I have some beautiful pieces of koa here. And so the question is, how are we going to lay this out in terms of the top and the back and the sides? The sides are pretty obvious. They're pretty well set. These some beautiful pieces of koa. There's a little sapwood here on this koa, but it's very durable. It's very hard, strong, so I don't think there will be any issues there with that. We have a little bit of sapwood here on these pieces that could be either the back or the soundboard. And I have another set here which I've already kind of laid it out, and so I was going to show you how I lay this out. One thing that I do, which is really important, is I turn the wood in the light just to see how the flame or these little ripples that happen in, like in this area right here, are changed with the light. And you can see as I turn this, they really do show up differently. There's a very this is really a beautiful area with flame, but then when I turn it this way, I can see that there's a lot of flame down towards the bottom of these pieces here, or top, as we may choose. So the question is this the way, the orientation that we want these two pieces? These are obviously out of the same piece of wood. You know, this was a one piece of wood like this, and it was ripped down the middle, and then it opened up to make what we call a book match. We could put it this way also, and you know, that'd make an interesting pattern because we could have this little blonde area here in it, and it creates quite an interesting pattern here. So the question is, of course, you know, we're looking at these flat pieces right now. What would that look like if, you know, they were in the actual instrument? So to do that, I take my mold, which I have right here, and I can lay my mold on top of these pieces. And that'll give us an idea of, okay, that's what it's going to look like if we do it that way. So we could have the bridge be here, the sound hole would be about here. That's what that would look like. And we'd have these darker areas kind of coming up towards the center. So that's one possibility. And then if we do it the other way, which you know, if we turned them this way, actually I think it's going to be better this way. This side's better. If we do it like this, then we can avoid the blonde area completely, and we can do it like this, and we can see, okay, we've got all this flame down here and the lower bout going up into there's flame all the way through this wood on both sides, so it's really pretty beautiful wood. And then the question is, do we want to accentuate this dark line so it's a little bit more centered? We can move this off this way a little bit, and we get that roundness, make sure that we have enough on the bottom there. So, you know, we have enough here that we could recut this piece, you know, if this is the center line here on the mold is the center line of the instrument. So we're just looking at that. That looks actually pretty nice like that if we did that. And that's kind of what I chose for the top. So what I did, as you can see, I cut these at an angle. These pieces were like this. I cut that at an angle, and then this one light is a little intense, so I'm going to turn that off. So, and then what we did is, you know, I did it that way. Those are the little blonde areas that are up there, so that we could get these pieces being more in the inside. So when I lay the form on top of this, that gives an idea of getting this really nice area here, which kind of is going to go around the waist I really like that. I think that'll be really smooth. Trying to get the best attributes of the wood, not just treating it as a material, but how do we want that to look? So I really like the way this looks. So I think that's what I'm going to go with on this one. And we'll do a similar thing on this one over here, where I'll take the form and put it on there. I know the camera's moving around a lot. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. So I can sort of do this, and then I can cut this piece kind of at an angle across this way, and that way we can get this line here to be on that area. And this could be either the top or the back, depending. So anyway, I'm going to cut those out, and then in the next video I will talk about joining those and gluing them together. I hope this has been interesting for you. If it is, subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and I'll talk to you next time.